Hey everybody, welcome to Uncle Dan's Front Porch. Why don't you just pull yourself up a chair, get your coffee, and hey, let's talk about stuff. This morning I'm here to tell you, you need to get back up. Stop wallowing in your mess. Stop crying. I know life's hard. Listen, I'm not here to minimize the struggle you're going through right now, but what I'm trying to tell you is the secret to success is not letting all these things keep you down. Now, I was reading in Proverbs, and I'm going to tell y'all right now, Proverbs is an awesome practical book. I recommend you read it out of it every day. So, anywho, there's a verse. It's in the 24th chapter, and I think it's about verse 16. It basically says that the righteous, when they fall, they get back up. Even if they fall down 7 times, they back up. But the wicked, one time they're done. Now, that verse probably means a couple different things, and one of them is God's got your back if you're his child. But it also, I believe, means that one of the characteristics of being a godly person is that you get back up. Now, I'm here to tell you ain't nobody perfect. And I like to look at life and the struggles we go through. You know, we got to see ourselves like little kids. I mean, think about this. The toddler that's still trying to learn how to walk, you don't beat his butt because he fell down. No, you help him get back up. Hey, let's try that again. Even though we may be here on this planet for a long time, we're still trying to learn how to live life. So, we're going to mess up. Now, I want to say something to 2 different groups of people. Some of us are perfectionists. And if we can't get it right the first time, we're done. Or it's the end of the world. We're beating ourselves up. To you perfectionists out there, stop it. And then there's another group. It's called the lazy people. One time, it don't work out. I'm too lazy to try again. See, I told you it wasn't going to work anyway. All that negative talking. That's not what God's people say. That's not how God's people think. So, if you want a God's children, you need to talk to God about getting that out your head. Now, I want to talk to you about an interesting passage in the Bible. It's toward the back of the Bible, almost to Revelation. It's the book of 1 John, and the first chapter in verse 5, it says, God is light, and there's no darkness in him. Verse 6 says, if you claim to be with him, but you walking around in darkness, chances are you ain't connected after all. And then verse 7 says that if you are connected to him, his blood cleanses you. It's like a continual process. In other words, it's going to need to be continually applied to yourself because all of us, we struggle. Now, in verse 8 says, now, if you think you don't sin, you are fooling yourself. And then verse 9 says, if you confess your sins, he will forgive you. Now, what's interesting is on one side it's saying, if you're in him, you're not walking in darkness, but you are going to sin. So what is this all saying? Well, part of it is don't make excuses for sinning, okay? Because some of us like, well, you know, I'm just not perfect. And that's lazy talk. Yes, it's true you're not perfect. And yes, you're going to make mistakes. But what is your attitude towards following God's direction in your life? Is a question that you need to take a look at. But here's what I want you to see. I want you to see that one of God's roles in your life is that he shines his spotlight on your mess. Now, the nice thing about God is he doesn't shine the spotlight on all your mess because you couldn't handle it all at one time. So I'm here to tell you, whatever his light is shining on right now, that's what you need to deal with. But now the question is, how do we deal with it? Well, he says that you need to confess it. So my interaction with God after he shines his big old light on my stuff is I agree with him that it's a problem. Now, I don't know if you read much of the Bible or not, but the New Testament is very clear. You cannot get this right by yourself. You can't, okay? In fact, in Philippians chapter 2, verse 13, it says that it is God who works in you to give you the power and the desire to do what pleases him. So what does this look like? How does this work out? Well, this is how I think it works. There's two things necessary for me to do the right thing. I need to have the desire to do the right thing, and I have to have the ability to do the right thing. Now, when either one of those is missing, you're not getting it. Sometimes I just don't want to do the right thing. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I might even have the ability to do the right thing, but I'm enjoying doing the wrong thing too much. So that gets in the way. There's times where I want to do the right thing, but I just I don't know what the right thing is. I don't know. So I got to talk to God about that. So when he shines his light on my stuff, and I agree with him, look, yes, this is a problem, then I need to look at myself and say, well, what's really going on here? And I might need to ask God to help me see what's going on. And when I see that my desire or my ability is the problem, then I have to talk to God some more. God, give me the ability. God, give me the desire to do what you want me to do. And that's how it works. And the other piece of the puzzle is you need to talk to another trusted God follower, because Jesus' half-brother, James, he says that we need to confess our faults to each other and pray for each other so that we can be healed. So that's part of God's process of working in my life. Y'all, it's work. It is. But righteous people, they work. They get their butts up when they fall down, and they get up, they talk to God, they plug into him, and they keep moving forward. This is Uncle Dan sitting on his front porch. Thank God I'm home. And I'm here to tell you, get back up. God is working in you to give you the ability and the desire to do what he wants you to do. I hope you have a blessed week. Keep talking to God, asking him to help you take one step at a time and get up when you fall. God bless.